What's up everyone, this is Mobius with Grievance Global Gaming. This will be the second part of my playthrough of Jack. I did find out a little thing earlier. It says I can actually move faster just by double clicking.
Wow, a lovely starfish. Ugh.
That looked pretty disgusting.
Just a few personal belongings. How nice. At least I was able to salvage my personal belongings.
Get my duffel bag. Looks like there's a fishing pole there. Go ahead and grab that. See if there's anything else here I need. I don't think so.
Just a few personal belongings. I don't think that'll work. The rod's ready to go, and ready to bite. That's the most angular fish I ever caught.
No kidding. Okay. Let's go ahead and go back over here. Climb back up the stairs here.
Maybe this column could help us get higher up.
What do you plan on doing with that?
I'm not sure yet. It might help us on our way up.
Seesaw. Now that's what I would call a bit silly.
Do you have a better idea?
No. Oh, it must be hard for you to part with each piece of your ship, now that you've lugged them all the way up here.
That's a seesaw, man.
I hate to say it, but I'm excited to see what you'll come up with next.
Would you mind standing on the seesaw for a second?
Oh!
I need to jump from a bit higher up for this to have any kind of effect. Would you mind standing on the seesaw for a second?
Grab onto the thing up there at least.
Take comfort in the fact that not...
Seems I'm too light. Maybe you could give jumping a try.
Sorry, but my playground days are truly a thing of the past.
All right. We can rot away here just as well, too.
Right. Which means I'm obliged to prove to you I do seem to be a real heavyweight. I expect we'll have to try something else if we want to get further up using this contraption.
An empty chest. It's standing at a slight angle. Gee, the chest is tilted downward. If it were heavier, it'd probably slide away.
I don't think I can get up there though.
That's not going to work. I don't think that'll work.
It looks like it crashed on me again. Let me restart it again. At least I had it saved this time. Okay, let's try this again.
Wow. A lovely starfish. I'm still missing an important part in between. I've attached the thread. The rod's ready to go, and ready to bite. A vital component of my ship's hull back then.
Alright, save it here again.
What do you plan on?
It might help.
A sea...
Do you have a better idea?
No.
Would you mind standing on the seesaw for a second?
Oh! Take comfort.
Seems I'm too light.
Sorry, but
When did you say the doctor was going to attack the Empire?
right. Which means I'm obliged to prove to you that it cannot work. Gosh, I do seem to be a real heavyweight. I expect we'll have to try something else if we want to get further up using this contraption.
Polyglow hair
For
wax
fashion-conscious
for
men. Hey, maybe I should... No. That must have been lying here since the temple collapsed, too. I had no idea that monks use hair wax or sell it. A heavy chunk of stone. A lovely starfish. A delicate bent fishing hook. That was probably used to bring things up from the smuggler's cave. Rusted. Naturally. How could I expect some old wench to work right away? In my dreams.
I guess I should have grabbed that oil. Maybe this will work.
Fiddling around with this little sample package is a real bother. The first thing I should do is open it properly. I'm a bit tempted to smear this in my hair. Maybe it would make an Indian gentleman out of me. On the other hand, maybe I can put it... Well, it's greasy enough, but did it do the trick? For a moment.
That was nearly heavy enough, Jack. Have one more go at it.
One more? You're joking. There's no second stone head here that I could toss down.
Come on, take a lesson from me and let those creative juices flow. I'm sure you'll find something you can throw onto the seesaw.
What's making you so darn heavy, anyway?
What? Me? Heavy? That can hardly be the case with a body as finely tuned as mine. It must be due to all my incredible secret agent tools hidden in every nook and cranny of my clothes.
Don't worry. I'll get you up here in one piece.
Yeah, okay, whatever, secret agent, man.
Gee, the chest is tilted downward. If it were heavier, it'd probably slide away. A nice filler. A nice filler. That's not going to work. That doesn't seem to work. That doesn't seem to work. Gee, the chest is tilted downward. If it were heavier, it'd probably slide away.
I must need to find a few more things to put in there. Don't see anything else. Maybe there's something in here.
The door is jammed. Maybe I could pry it open somehow. A fishing hook, not brand new anymore. Not bad.
Hey, that worked.
A lovely piece of jewelry. They probably used to hang flags here. If I put that in, the chest will definitely be heavy enough and come loose. So what I should do first is exchange a few words with the esteemed agent.
So, when am I should like to arrive at my adversaries in time for tea.
Could you possibly make yourself lighter somehow?
Lighter? Now, as I am physically a lightweight in the peak of condition, the surplus can only be due to my heavy agent's outfit with all its technical refinements.
Well then, let's get those clothes off.
What? Are you asking me to do without my special agent's garb and all my vital tools?
Only until you've made your way up here.
Mr. Keane, your methods are peculiar, to say the least.
Talk about bizarre.
All right already. After all, I'm a formidable opponent, even undressed.
I guess you gave Skippy a shot, didn't you?
This out.
A nice filler.
Oh, Kama, God of love, send me a husband at last who is worthy of me.
You can see where this is going.
Oh, Kama, God of love, maybe you could send me someone else?
What are you doing up there so all alone?
Gee, life can be so cruel. My fiancé and I were just about to exchange vows when the wedding temple collapsed in a heap. My poor darling was hit on the head by a stone, and now he's lost his memory. He can't recall a single thing since then. Neither the wedding nor me.
First of all, I've got to get a lame-brained agent with more ego than sense up the cliff.
Tell him he should buy some different underwear. What he's got on is positively sickening. Yes? Anything else?
Don't be sad. Other mothers have handsome sons too.
Yes, I've already thought about that too. But Vincent and I had a great future ahead of us. I wanted to get away from this island at last. I wanted to sail the 7 seas.
As an explorer?
No, I want to become a pirate.
Believe me, these days no one wants to become a pirate anymore.
But I really, truly want to. You're not going to stop me.
As you might notice, I'm still stuck here. How about a spot of help?
Who's going to help me in the meantime? And just how am I supposed to help you?
Toss over the vine.
But psychologically, I'm a complete wreck. I won't help you until you've helped me. You could at least bring me back something that reminds me of my wedding. Fabulous jewels adorned my head. My gorgeous tiara, I've lost it. How am I supposed to return to my village without the tiara? My family is poor. They saved up for it for years.
In other words, if I find your tiara, you'll toss over the vine?
Yes,
What does it look like?
it's wonderful.
That's a big help.
It's probably this thing here.
What? All the gemstones are missing. I refuse to accept it in that condition.
Ah,
A few tightly closed oysters. A few tightly closed oysters.
maybe I get some pearls or something.
You
out
need
here.
proper oyster tongs for something like that. Or a trick. I could say I'm pleased the compass was made so poorly. I've taken the glass cover off. Incredible! I should have this method patented in my name. As good as new. I don't think that'll work. A lens-shaped pane of glass. Strong enough to carry my weight. Here, bride. I've got what you wanted. And I've repaired it. Now, give me the vine. But that wasn't the idea. What I wanted was to climb up it.
Ha! No one said anything about that.
Okay.
That's just great. She really didn't have to cut it down.
Hmm. Let's see here. Maybe use it with this flagpole thing.
Mr. Keane, hold on.
Oh no.
Right, everything's up to snuff again.
Wow. Who'd have thought that?
Child's play for an agent like me. I simply unraveled the seam of my remaining underwear and twisted the threads into a rope.
Please, would you mind sparing me the details?
I should add, the well-meaning young lady from the rock across there took advantage of the opportunity to hop off. Quite heavily, in fact. Something I cannot fathom in the least. Righto, let's get away from here. So, my young hothead, now I'm going to show you the proper way to conduct yourself on an island like this. Observe and learn. If it weren't for my razor-sharp mind and my ability to blend into the jungle in no time at all, we'd never get through this maze safely.
Whoa.
Oh man. Now I'm really and truly on my own. But then again, I have to consider whether that's actually good or bad. Alright.
Probably
Should I really
good,
risk heading into this jungle?
the nature of that secret agent. Let's see here. Anything up here I need to look at or pick up? Don't see anything.
Civilization, at last. Hopefully I can pick up my reward here and then head for home. Interesting. An Indian shrine. It says, burnt incense sticks are replaced regularly. A service from your friendly monks from the jungle temple. The pride of the Empire.
Halt!
Hey, it's my turn.
For what?
To say halt?
It was your turn last week.
It was not. You did it then, too.
Bear with us. We have to clear this up first. So, it was your turn last week.
Yes, but you simply went ahead and jumped the queue with that snake trader.
He spoke to me. I simply replied.
What do you know about snakes?
Quite a lot.
Snakes belong to a suborder of reptiles.
You're not attempting to intrude on a conversation amongst the royal guard, are you?
In ancient Greece, snakes were considered immortal.
He really is attempting to intrude on a conversation amongst the royal guard.
Of all the nerve.
Entry is only for British citizens, like it or not.
I want my reward.
The reward for getting on people's nerves?
The most anyone would get for that is a royal beating.
I've carried out a mission on Her Majesty's behalf.
We've got nothing to do with things like that. We are merely the operative arm of regional administration.
I am British, and I want to go to the village.
Ha! Anybody could come up with that.
Precisely. We'd like to see some identification.
I see for once we agree.
Don't hand me that we rubbish. I am a self-reliant individual.
Let's see here.
You don't need to see my papers.
Not everyone in the Empire gives in so easily.
I left my identification in my other trousers. Back home, in England.
Fine. We'll wait for your trousers.
England's pretty far away.
Then we'll have a long wait.
We're in the middle of the wilderness. Just let me pass.
We're protecting the Empire from remote inconveniences and encumbrances.
That's why we control our sovereign territory.
As illegal aliens, this post is as impenetrable as a prison door in the Tower of London.
You mean that rusty old...
Just forget I said that.
Oh, pretty please.
Heartrending.
Pity we don't have a heart.
All right. I guess not.
As you see, bureaucracy always wins.
How can I leave this blasted island?
Well, there is an airfield on this island.
A what?
The airfield that belongs to Dr. T.
He's our superior, you know.
Airships fly from that airfield to Calcutta.
But what the blazes is an airship?
Put it like this, a ship that flies.
Ships float. I know that. I'm the captain of a ship.
No, this one flies, 'cause it... Oh, I don't know either. In any case, it flies.
Who was this Dr. T?
He's the governor on this island. Appointed by Her Majesty, he was.
And he exports tea all over the world.
Never heard of Dr. T's finest?
Dr. T's finest. Funny. I've been drinking that since I was a child.
There you go.
Then I'm gonna pay that airfield a visit.
But don't expect any cordial reception. The air route is normally used expressly for the tea trade, and the doctor is, well, a bit eccentric.
Can you tell me more about the airfield?
Like I said, our governor, Dr. T, runs a major commercial empire. And his airships keep him one big step ahead of the competition. Perhaps he'll take you along on one of his flights to Calcutta.
Perhaps not. The doctor generally doesn't like people much.
Hey, that's just what I wanted to add too.
but you didn't.
Oh, you always have to have the last word.
That's not true, not one bit.
Who are you?
The authority.
And civilization.
Why isn't he the authority and you the civilization?
I prefer to think I'm civilization.
You, civilization? You leave your socks lying about everywhere.
How does authority make itself felt?
We decide who is allowed to enter and who is not.
How does civilization make itself felt?
We write down everything that happens and file it with the Royal Archives.
Great. Now I know more.
Well, at least that's something.
I'll come back again later.
Go right ahead.
Okay, you two guys are weird.
The British colonial representation on Tooth Island. The British colonial representation on Tooth Island. A true pilot project. A road is being built here using tar. Looks like a road paved with tar is supposed to be built here someday.
Interesting.
Cleans everything spick and span.
Hey, keep your fists off my fluids.
Removes and dissolves nearly anything reliably.
Hey, keep your fists off my fluids.
As if it wasn't hot enough here. The keys are kept there. The keys are kept there.
Welcome to the Punjab Inn, the only hotel on Tooth Island with 1 full star.
The only one that just has 1 star?
The only one that has stars to speak of. Period. Well then, what can I do for you?
A certain man named Montgomery definitely left something here for me.
No, nothing was left behind here. Sorry.
Listen, you. I've been shipwrecked. I have to go to some authority in charge here to pick up the reward for the crossing, and then disappear from this dreary dump in a flash.
Do you have an address or someplace you can be reached?
No. The whole thing's a secret mission.
Dear, dear. Very bad conditions for you to start out with, I imagine.
Yes. What would you do if you were in my shoes?
Oh, when problems arise, I usually sweep my backyard. The perfect place to think things over.
Wonderful. But I don't have a backyard.
Or I polish the windows. That does the trick too.
As I've already said, my ship is a wreck. And that's why I don't have any windows either.
Fixing a water pipe can also be totally inspiring.
I don't think we'll get anywhere this way. Did a certain Mr. Montgomery reserve a room here?
Indeed. But before you ask, this Mr. Montgomery you mentioned is the only one I will let into the room. You see, he has received mail, and that mail is meant surely for his eyes only.
All right, I'll come clean. I'm really a locksmith. And the locks really need...
I'm sure they do.
You are?
No.
Pity. I want to cash in my reward and then get off this hunk of rock.
Then I won't be much help to you at all.
I had a sneaky feeling about that. But it never hurts to say so.
By the way, no ship routes sail here. None.
Which means...
Which means it could be quite some time before you leave here again. Nevertheless, the British guardsmen might have a tip for you.
I would like to book a room.
Cost £2 a night, plus £15 security deposit. That makes £17 if you don't mind.
I'll be able to pay it as soon as I get my reward.
Yes, as soon. Then try coming by again, as soon as possible.
Why's the fireplace going?
Now you know why we have a star.
For the fireplace? In heat like this?
Definitely. It's the little things that mean so much. According to regulations, a fireplace is awarded 1 star.
In other words, you don't have a star for comfy beds?
You have hit the nail on the head. After all, you have to save somewhere when you burn this much wood a day. I am very proud of my star. It means so much to me. It must always sparkle and gleam. And when it does not sparkle and gleam, then I must buff it. My lovely star. Oh, I do love it so. The only condition one must fulfill in having a fireplace is to offer the guest a glass of water now and then.
Could I perhaps have something to drink while I'm waiting?
As a hotel with a fireplace, we are contractually obligated to offer you a glass of water due to the enormous heat. Otherwise, we run the risk of losing our treasured star. In other words, there you are, sir.
Yeah, I can use it on the fire and put it out.
What are you doing there? The fireplace has gone out. If my hotel came up for inspection now, I'd lose my star.
Don't know why I would need those, but we'll find out later, I guess.
It's never going to work like that. It's never going to work like that.
So,
All I wanted was...
of course. Hey, keep your fists off my fluids.
Guess I need to leave before he gets done.
What are you doing there? The fireplace has gone out. If my hotel came up for inspection now, I'd lose my star.
It's never going to work like that. That doesn't seem to work. That doesn't seem to work.
So,
All I wanted was...
of course.
That's not going to work. It seems to me the Indian hotel manager occupies himself with arts that don't have much to do with India. Oh well, he's simply an open-minded chap. It seems to me the Indian hotel manager occupies himself with arts that don't have much to... No way! Is it really still that early? The fine art of manufacturing shrunken heads. Ugh! Could they possibly belong to the hotel manager? A bit morbid. Something can be placed on top. That's not going to work. That's not going to work. That's not going to work. Not my cup of tea. An umbrella with a perfectly curved handle. Classic British style. A true pilot project. A road is being built here using tar.
Aha!
It's that Mr. Anonymous again. What?
I'll come back again late.
Go right ahead.
Looks like a road paved with tar is supposed to be built here someday. That thing blocks any kind of passage. That thing blocks any kind of passage. I don't think that'll work. I don't think that'll work. That's not going to work. That doesn't seem to work. That doesn't seem to work. That's not going to work. That doesn't seem to work. Locked. That's not going to work. I should take a closer look. I should take a closer look. That's not going to work. Unfortunately, the clothesline is a bit too far away for that. I don't think that'll work. That doesn't seem to work. I don't think that'll work. That's not going to work. I should take a closer look. That's not going to work. That's not going to work. That doesn't seem to work. That's not going to work. That's not going to work. That's not going to work. That doesn't seem to work. I don't think that'll work. That's not going to work. Locked.
You know what? I think I know what I need to do. Use the water in the fire. Grab a key.
The keys are kept there. The keys are kept there. The keys are kept there. That's not going to work. That's not going to work.
So,
All I wanted was...
of course.
I'm pretty well stumped. Not sure what to do.
That doesn't seem to work.
Yeah. What is your problem? I'm here. What can I do?
What were you just doing behind my back?
Oh, nothing. Nothing at all. I have a kind of hobby, but no, you would not understand it anyway.
Give it a try.
No, it's likely you wouldn't particularly like it either. Well then, what can I do for you?
I would like to book.
Cost 2 plus 50. That makes 7.
I'll be able to pay.
Yes. Then try.
Could I?
You've already. What can I do for you now?
Well, isn't it more like the only hotel around at all?
Meaning that we are a... Well then, what can I do for...
Could I perhaps have...
You've already...
I would like to book a room.
Cost 2 plus 50. That makes...
I'll be able to...
Yes. Then try...
Let's see here. I'm not sure what else I can do here.
Cleans everything spick and span. Removes and dissolves nearly anything reliably.
Taking a look here, see if I can get a clue somewhere.
What are you doing?
Unfortunately, the star is glued tight. Maybe later.
So,
I don't think that'll work. Unfortunately, the star is glued tight.
no, now the star has gotten dirty. I'll get the cleaning fluid. Man, oh man. Well, I never. Strange.
That's weird.
My star, my star. You must give me back my star right away. Don't do something foolish, mister. Don't you do a thing to it. I must have it back right away. What do you want from me?
I want to get into Mr. Montgomery's room.
All right, you can go in there. If you'd only give me back my star. Here is the key.
So much for that.
Oh, my beloved star. That was very bad of you.
Okay, that was a weird dude.
Not bad. There's still something missing. That did the trick. How nice. At least I was able to salvage my personal belongings. Out of order due to causes related to fire prevention. Out of order due to causes related to fire prevention. That's Peanut, my favorite stuffed parrot. Without it, the room just wouldn't have that stately flair. Always reminds me that there are still many places I've never been to. My good old duffel bag. A solidly built wardrobe. I could put all those really heavy objects from my pockets in there. On the other hand, I'd prefer to have them with me.
Let me go ahead and save here.
A secret parcel without stamps. A secret parcel. Can you believe it? That's the parcel Montgomery made me mail in Cape Town, and there's no money inside. How am I supposed to leave this blasted island now? A letter. Guess those are notes the agent wrote. Da-da-da, can't trust that shady captain, am therefore sending my valuables ahead. Da-da-da, have invested the captain's wages in real estate to be on the safe side. What? He stuck all my money in what? And once I have arrived on the Isle, a handsome profit awaits me. Oh, no. How am I ever going to get my money back? Think, Jack, think. If he's invested my money in real estate somewhere, all I have to do is go down there and claim what's mine. Maybe there's something else in the parcel that could help me do that. I don't think that'll work. Could be important. You should always keep an eye on red socks. You never know what they're up to.
Interesting. I'll try using this agent's ID on these guys.
Could be important.
Well, Mr. Montgomery from London, you say? He's kept himself quite fit for a 45-year-old.
He doesn't seem very British either.
Do you think he drinks tea?
Hardly.
Well, he probably doesn't come from London either.
Do you think so? We should ask him.
All right, Mr. Montgomery, a little question.
An almost embarrassingly easy one for a native of London.
Which species of bird is found on London's most famous clock tower, Big Ben?
Crows?
That's correct.
But that was an easy one. Even tourists know that.
We shall ask you a second question.
Here it is. One of those newfangled trains departs from London at 8:45 for Birmingham.
A train departs from Birmingham for London at the same time.
Both travel at 20 miles an hour.
The train from London has a scale 3 tailwind.
It's raining.
At precisely 5:30 p.m., what is the temperature of the crossing attendant's tea at the Throttleberry Crossing?
Well, isn't the key point here that such a miraculous thing as a train is embellishing our empire?
Ugh.
You put that so nicely.
Welcome to the village, Mr. Montgomery.
Are you gonna raise the barrier now?
No, it's there to block the elephant's way. You could still manage to walk around it, couldn't you?
A nice spot for a quiet rest, as long as there are no needles in it.
It's down here.
I ask myself if the prison was actually built for a plant. I ask myself if the prison was actually built for a plant.
So here. Pops.
Beneath his weary brow, his eye...
Hello, signore. The shop hasn't opened yet. It's still too early, capiche?
Signore? Do people really say that in India, too?
No, that's Italian. But that's what us businessmen say to each other.
So you're an Italian businessman?
I'm from India, but I use Italian methods to work with. Sicilian methods, to be precise. You get the drift.
I'm sorry to say that Italy's not scheduled on my usual itinerary.
Schimonito. I'm what you call the family. The hush-hush authority in this village.
Are you talking about the Mafia?
The terribly notorious Tooth Island Mafia. That's the one.
Tooth Island Mafia.
How many members does your Mafia have?
Well, there's me and... Hey, what do you care? The less you know, the better off you are.
He's probably the only one.
Actually, all I wanted was to do some shopping.
Like I said, the...
It says, next reading of self-penned poetry, Monday, 12 p.m. at the Butcher's.
Stop. Admission is only for members of the Kshatriya caste.
Okay.
Lovely. Welcome to the Botana Real Estate Leasing Office. In a few years, property prices are going to be 10 times as high. You can bank on that. Perhaps I could interest you in a piece of real estate in our up-and-coming little village?
I'd prefer the reward I worked so hard to get.
Reward? Are you telling me that you participated in our bonus program by chance?
Bonus, what?
As soon as you've collected 100 stars on your bonus card, you'll receive a gorgeous picket fence free of charge.
About those properties.
Oh, I have fabulous properties for you. Take your time, have a look.
One of those properties belongs to me.
No doubt you have a deed you can show me to prove it.
The owner is entitled to a certain piece of property. I have a deed here.
Oh, congratulations! Your money is well invested. Here is the key to your dream house in the Green Quarter.
Wow. I'm a homeowner. If I had my way, I'd rather be a ship owner. But who knows what kind of jewel awaits me?
Enjoy it.
A fruit stand.
Bless my stars, a new face.
New, you say? Why? I've had it since I was born.
Aha, a joker. I knew this village was still missing something. Oh well, as long as you're not the elephant handler, it's no skin off my back.
What's the story with the elephant handler?
He seduced my granddaughter on Friday. At least I'm dead certain he did. They got drunk and spent a whole night together, which can mean only one thing.
The whole night?
Yes, into the wee hours. I myself heard them laughing and singing.
Doesn't seem like the right time to interfere, if you ask me.
You obviously don't grasp the far-reaching implications here. The wedding must take place.
How true. If he stood a few feet more to the left, the stone never would have hit him.
He was hit by a stone? Good afternoon.
What was that again about your plans for the future?
Gee, if my dear Vincent would only regain his memory at last, we could finally marry after all. Then what we'll do is capture ourselves a ship and raise Cain across the 7 seas.
Just in case you really do capture a ship, let me know. I want out of here.
But don't be in such a rush. Tooth Island is a beautiful island.
I'll have to move on now.
Well, I think I'm going to end this gaming session right here. But thank you guys for watching, and